Hello guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video. My name is Mr. Pauline. Now on this video we are zeroing in on what we call four-way stop intersection. So if you've been benefiting from this video, please do make sure that you give this video a like, and also please do subscribe to this channel if you think that content like this is very helpful. Anyways guys, I appreciate your support, I appreciate your comments. If you have anything that you have not understood from this video, please do make sure that you give me a comment or just get in touch with me. The number is right there on the screen so that I can be able to help you. Now on this video we are looking at this car diagram. So this is what we call a four-way stop intersection. Okay, so someone will say, Mr. Pauline, what is a four-way stop intersection? Well, that's what we are here to talk about, right? Okay, but before we get into the depth of this video, I just want to show you some of our special packages that we have, and that includes the VID computerized pre-exam. So what are those? So these are tests that mimics the VID provisional final exam, so that you can write these tests at the comfort of your own home. So if you order those tests, about 10 to 15 or 20, right? So if you order those tests, we give you those tests right at the comfort of your own home. You will write them, you assess yourself, and if there's an area that you need to improve, so this test will show you the areas that you need to improve, and it will also show you and point out those areas that you think you've understood yet you have not understood. So recently I understand that there are a lot of new concepts that came into the syllabus, and a lot of people have been confused. They've been using old concept, and that has resulted in a lot of people failing, and we are just here to educate a lot of people, to show them, no, this is what you actually need to use. This is the road rule for this car diagram, and this is the new concept that people are using. So that is what we are telling people about, right guys? So I always tell people that you don't need to memorize each and every question, you just need to know the concept, understand the concept. So if you understand that A is equals to B and B is equals to C, so if the question comes and say, is A equals to C correct, you just need to know that that is correct, because you understand the concept. You understand that A is equals to B and B is equals to C. So guys, that's basically what we are saying. So getting back to this car diagram, we can appreciate that this car diagram has 4 stop signs. So this is what we call a four-way stop intersection, because every car that is coming to that intersection will be facing a stop sign. So A is facing a stop sign, B is facing a stop sign, and C is facing a stop sign. So that immediately throws that road rule. We state that at a stop intersection, you give the right way to traffic that is coming from both sides. So that road rule is thrown out of the window, because every car there is facing a stop sign. So what should we do? So at a stop sign, we use this road rule, and I would appreciate it if you write it down so that you don't forget it, so that you can revisit later. So at a stop sign, it's first come, first go. Okay, yes, you heard me right, first come, first go. So we just need to find the car that arrived first at the intersection. That car is the first car to go, and the car that was late or arrived last at that intersection will be the last car to go. So how do we find the first car and how do we find the last car? Well, there is what we call stop lines, and these are stop lines here. That is a stop line here, and this is a stop line. So that's what we call stop line. So we need to compare the distance between the car and our stop line. Okay, so the car that is nearest to the stop line was the car that arrived first, and the car that is furthest from the stop line was the car that arrived late at that intersection. Okay, what you need to understand is that car B was probably the last car to arrive, so car B will be the last car to go. Now, a lot of time when I give this question to some of my students, they oftentimes struggle to figure out which car goes first, because as you can see, A and C, they seemingly do have equal distances from the stop line. Okay, and you can also see that they both intend to turn right in front of each other. So we cannot figure out which car goes first between those two. So what you need to understand is that this question did not ask you for which car goes first or which car goes second. It asked you for which car goes last. So once we found which car goes last, we can now know that this is our correct answer. Correct answer is B. Okay, so just for knowledge sake, right, in trying to determine which car goes first and which car goes second, that will be very difficult, because as you can see, A and C, they do have the same amount of distance from the stop line, right? Same amount of distance from the stop line, unless if you can measure in nanometers just to determine which car is closest to the stop line there. But just by looking with our eyes, you can actually appreciate that A and C, they do have equal amounts of distance from the stop line. So you don't need to be worried, or you don't need to bring a ruler into an exam. When they ask you which car goes first at a stop intersection, they will usually make it easier for you to actually see point blank which car goes first. Okay, so you don't need to be worried, I need to bring a ruler so that I'll be able to measure which car is closest to the stop line. No, they'll actually make it easier for you so that you can actually see, no, this car is actually closest to the stop line and this car is actually furthest from the stop line. Okay, the reason why this question is asking for the car that goes last is because there is a lot of discrepancy on which car goes second and which car goes first there, so we just asked for which car goes last. Okay, so guys, I hope this was helpful to you. If you have any questions regarding the four-way stop intersection, just let me know. And if you have understood this, it's important, guys, that you let me know that Mr. Pauline, I did not have a clue about this. Thank you so much for opening up my eyes. It makes a lot of this worth it. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Stay tuned for the next card diagram. We're gonna be revealing a lot of secrets there. So see you later in the next video. Goodbye.